Alright, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Chris coming back with another video. And in this video, I'm going to talk about Macs. So right now, Apple is doing a deal for education, back to school type of deal, where you can get a Mac for cheaper or a discounted price. You really don't even have to be in school. I've already graduated already, and I can still use the deal. They're not really asking you for anything. It's just a promotion that they're doing. So me personally, I went and got the MacBook Air. I got the 13-inch, and right now they have it for $899. Or if you had an Apple Card, or if you want to purchase an Apple Card, you can also do it monthly, and it'll be around $74 a month. So honestly, that's a pretty good deal. That was something that I really wanted to get. I knew I needed a laptop, and that was something that was important for me. So honestly, I went and got that. The most important thing is that it does come with a new set of AirPods. So you could get the AirPods, which will be pretty much free of charge technically, or you could get the AirPods with the wireless charging case, or you could get the AirPods Pro, which is an additional $90. So honestly, it's really up to you what you want. Honestly, I ended up just getting a new AirPods, and honestly, like, I'll probably sell them, to be honest with you. I already had AirPods, but actually, they actually broke, and Apple actually gave me a new one not too long ago. So basically, they're like good as new. So honestly, I really don't need it. But the AirPod Pros are that is a very good deal, because usually it's like $240 or $250 or around that range, and you're getting them for $90, which is really good. The only weird thing about this one is when you try to go through the checkout line, for some reason it is acting like you are paying for the AirPods for whatever reason. Honestly, that confused me, and it confused one of my friends as well too. We were definitely confused, so I had to call customer service, and they were confused. So I had to talk to somebody else, and then they kind of explained to me that on your charge, it's going to act like you have the AirPods that is taken off, but technically, it's really the Mac that is taken off. So when you get to your breakdown bill, it's going to be minus like $150, and that's the regular price for the AirPods. So technically, you might as well just get the AirPods, because it seems like the AirPods are already included, but the Mac is just cheaper. But that's pretty interesting. But honestly, with the Mac, I really just got the basic for everything: the 8GB memory and the 256 storage. Honestly, I feel like unless you're doing just regular, unless you're doing like gaming or something on there with something, that's not what I personally do on the computer. You might as well just get the basic of everything, and I feel like that should be enough. If you really want to go special, you could probably get more RAM, especially if you're going to keep it for a long period of times and you have a lot of documents. But other than that, I kind of did the research on it, and other than gaming or intense streaming or something like that, you probably really don't need that. So to get right into it, go with the the MacBook Air. Of course, they always come with pretty nice boxes. It's usually the same. I actually got gold. It doesn't really, honestly, you can kind of see from the picture, it's not really that gold. It's more of a salmon or a light gold, but it's still pretty good, to be honest. You get a bunch of different options that you can add at the checkout line. Me personally, I went and got the USB-C to Lightning cable. Basically, this is just to make sure that I can charge all of my phones up, or my iPad up to the Mac, and basically I can assign and authorize it to iTunes, because I haven't had a laptop in a while, so that would be pretty good. This one was only like, I think it was $20, and honestly, the AirPods and then the Lightning cables come pretty quickly. Like, I think I ordered on a Sunday, and it came like on a Tuesday. So the Macs usually will take a little bit longer, but still, regardless, it comes pretty fast. So that is pretty good for me. Next up, the things that usually come with the with the Mac. Of course, you have your charging cable. That's the usual. You're always gonna have your charging cable that comes with. Hopefully, I don't know. In the future, they might just take everything out, and you gotta buy everything separately. Nothing really special about this one. But yeah, you got that, and then the most important thing is you have your Mac. So the MacBook Air is pretty nice, pretty slender, pretty lightweight overall. So yeah, this is pretty much what it came with. Came with inside the box. Nothing really too much inside else. Let's see if I can get this open. This stuff always takes a long time. But yeah, that's really all about it. Comes with the mat air or the air on top, the cord, and then the charging dock, and then everything else is already been included. So let's go ahead and open up the MacBook Air and see what's inside. All right, so going back to the Mac, overall first impressions, you probably are going to need to get a case, or because fingerprints are very evident on here. That's one of the first things that I did notice. Definitely get a case, definitely get a screen protector. Obviously, Apple is not going to give you any of that. One of the cool things is, this is one of my first times having the Mac, so just the things that I noticed. The fingerprint is right here in this corner. I kind of left all the other stuff off. Just a regular setup, so like dark screen, name of the computer, and all the other stuff is what happens before. But overall, like now that I'm looking at it, it looks pretty nice, honestly. It looks like a regular Mac. You have all your other stuff down at the bottom. Honestly, everything looks fine, looks well. Nothing really has changed too much than what I've seen from like previous Macs for the most part. But overall, like I've liked the setup so far. Got to play around with a little bit, and of course you can hook everything up and have everything set up to however you like it or customize. All right, so to recap on everything, got to play around with the MacBook a little bit. So I really just got to see what it was doing. They said that the process a little bit faster. Couldn't really test it out too much, but I'm going to assume just because it's new that the process is faster. So of course that's always a good thing. Overall, they also said it was a new keyboard. I wasn't really familiar with the former keyboard, but I mean, almost all keyboards are basically the same. And of course, the touchpad is in the top right corner, as I showed before. So that's always good too. Sticks with the same Apple products as well. Overall, like I'm really just trying to see, like later on, try to test out. Really, I think the most important thing that a lot of people want to see is the battery life. I think now with the battery life, it's supposed to last about 11 hours. Now with like Zoom and all the other stuff that people are possibly doing, so maybe they're doing more than just surfing the web. They're on like Google Meet, GoToMeets and stuff like that. That might make the battery down or die a little bit faster than that, but that's definitely waiting to see. I'm definitely interested to see how that's gonna go. But overall, it seems like it's been pretty good, and I think the MacBook is going to definitely be good for most consumers as well. Plus, the prices dropped. I think it used to be almost in the thousands. Then I know it recently dropped about $100 lower, and then now with student discounts, you can drop it with $899. You can get it at that price. So depending on whenever you get it, it should be a pretty decent price, and it'll be a better price than what you've had in recent years. Overall, so like with the $899 at checkout, it's gonna come with taxes depending on where you live at. A little bit either at $1,000, a little bit under $1,000, and it just depending on what you will want to do. Personally, I already had an Apple Card, so I just did the monthly payment. Regardless, each one's still going to be the same. There's no interest added to the Apple Card. You just pay it monthly. It just comes monthly into your Apple Card, and you can pay through there. Or you can pay all together, either or. But Apple, I think it does a good job of seeing all the options that you have, and then also you can always. I usually just text the Apple services, and they usually respond back to me pretty quickly. So honestly, you can use one of them if you have any questions. Or overall, I think that majority of people will definitely have a good function with this laptop. So hope you enjoyed the video. Like it at the bottom. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. So yeah, that's about it for the video. Thank y'all for watching.